Hey guys, and welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you this cute little granny square. It's of course not the traditional granny square with the circle in the middle, but I was searching around on the internet because I've been doing a lot with different granny squares. I showed you how to do a traditional granny square a couple videos back. I showed you how to do this heart granny square for Valentine's Day. So I was looking into different ways that you could crochet a granny square. Because I personally love the granny square pattern. I know a lot of people hate it because of the repetition, but I'm one of the people that absolutely loves it. So I was thinking about finding different ways to do it to make making a granny square a little bit more interesting. I found this pattern on myblueprint.com and I wanted to share it with you all. I will link the written pattern down below so that you can find it. I also found this cute pattern on her blog. I'm not entirely sure if she came up with these patterns, so I wanted to give her credit anyway, or if she was just finding them from other people, but I wanted to make sure I gave her credit because these patterns are not mine. I did not create these. I found this one with a little crochet heart in the middle, and I thought it was perfect for Valentine's Day, which I've been doing a little bit on my blog. I was going to show both of these in the same video, but I feel like that might take up a little bit too much time. So in one of the next videos that I post, I'll be showing you how to make this cute granny square here, so watch out for that. But in this video, of course, I'm going to be showing you how to do this one. The colors that you use for this doesn't matter. You can use one color, two colors, whatever, doesn't really matter. I just use two so that I can accentuate the circle in the middle and the difference between the normal granny square and this granny square. So of course I used purple and blue in my Red Heart Super Saver, as I always use. Of course you're also going to need a crochet hook to complete this. Doesn't matter what size, it's just a granny square, so you can use any size, but I am using a size G myself. You'll also need things like a pair of scissors to cut your ends off, of course, and some people use a darning needle for sewing in their ends. I personally don't use it as much. I just sew my ends in with weave my ends in with my crochet hook, but you may also want one of those if you like to weave in your ends with a darning needle. I'm going to get started with my purple for my center. Again, you can use any colors that you want. These just are the colors that I had on hand and thought they looked really nice together. So there are two ways that you can start this. The pattern that I found goes with the one that I'm about to show you. I thought of my own way to start this, which I thought might be easier for some of you, but this is the pattern. The way I'm about to show you is the, I think, more beginner way. So what you do to start this is we chain 3, and then we're going to do 11 double crochet in this first stitch that we've created. So this is one of the ways that you can do it, the original way and the potential beginner way. The other way that you could do it is doing a magic circle. If you don't know how to do a magic circle, or you don't know how to do any of these stitches in fact, and you're a beginner and you would like to learn a little bit more about crochet, I'll link my beginner crochet basics course down below. It's an email course where I send you all the things that you need to know about crochet. The materials that you need, information about yarn, pretty much all of the information that you're going to need to start crochet, along with videos on how to do a bunch of basic beginner stitches, all of which I'll be using in today's video. Plus, I have a month-long giveaway going on between January 31st, 2019 and February 28th of 2019. So I'll be giving away 2 prizes, and I'll link the post down below that explains all of that if you're interested. I hope you guys sign up, and I hope you enjoy the course. But for right now, I'll show you the very basic way to do a magic circle. If you're interested in learning more in depth, I go through it in that course, so you should totally sign up because I just got over 60 subscribers, and I'm really excited about that. Anyway, promo over. So the way that you do a granny square in very quick terms is you take the yarn over here in your 3 fingers, you wrap it around the back like this, you come right around the front, create an X pattern, and we go and hold that right there. X pattern, put your yarn over here, and then you go under and over like that, and you create a loop for your hook. So as I said, a very, very quick way of explaining how to do a magic circle. Then of course you would just chain 3 as the pattern calls for, and you'd work your 11 double crochet in the center here. Some of you this may be easier for. If you don't like working in that little loop, you can work in this big loop here. Others may not know how to do a magic circle, and it may be a little bit more of a struggle to start that. Again, sign up for my course. It's really fun. It's really simple. I'm excited about it. You'll learn a lot of stuff, hopefully, if I taught it right. So I'm going to go ahead with this way, the easier way. For some of us, at least, would be the easier way. So, chain 3, and 11 double crochet in the first chain from the hook. So in the end we'll have 12 stitches because the chain 3 will be 1. So I'm actually going to finish this off camera, and then I will come back when I'm done. Be right back. Alright, just finished my 11 double crochet. If you go to the link that I've put down below of the original poster of the pattern, like I said, I don't know if she's the one that wrote the pattern or if she was just reposting it as well, but I wanted to give credit just in case anyway. She shows you a bunch more different ways than I'm going to show you how to do a granny square. She shows you how to do a circle square like this from just the middle one, this first one here, the second one, and the third round. I'm only going to show you the second one because I liked that one the best, and this one. There's a bunch more patterns on there, so I really, really recommend going to look at that page. She has some awesome free and paid patterns. I hope it's a she. I keep calling it a she. I don't really know, to be honest with you. But they have a bunch of really awesome patterns on there. I recommend going to check out their website. So, now we're going to finish the round with a slip stitch in between this chain, the very first chain that we did. We're going to do a slip stitch to complete our little circle. Now, round 2, we're going to do a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do a double crochet right back in the base of the circle that we've done where that chain 3 is, and do a double crochet. So we're going to double crochet in each of the stitches along the circle. So you have to be careful to make sure you don't miss one because of how far these stitches go over. Because if you pull them back, you see there's a stitch right here, right where my thumb is, that I almost missed myself. So make sure you don't miss any. Sometimes you have to pull back the stitches and see. So as you can see right there, we're going to go in the very tip top of the stitch and do 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. That one was a little harder to get into because it was half covered by the other stitch there. Alright, now right here, top of that stitch, 2 more double crochet. At the end of this round, you should have 24 stitches, 24 double crochet in total. So go ahead and work your 2 double crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you back when you're done. Alright, just finished round 2. Now just like last round, we're going to go in between this chain 3 and the second stitch and slip stitch. Now, if you want to do 2 colors like I did here, you can go ahead and finish off. But if you don't want to do that, then you can go ahead and keep going with the same color. I am going to finish off and weave in my end here so that it doesn't come undone. If you don't want to change colors, that's totally fine. But if you are changing colors, go ahead and attach your new color to any stitch that you want. Any stitch that you want in your circle. It doesn't matter which stitch that you attach it to. You could do the very first stitch that the very last stitch you ended with, or anywhere it's a circle, so obviously it doesn't matter. The way you attach yarn, by the way, so you go through the stitch, at least the way I attach yarn, go through the stitch that you want, kind of wrap the yarn around your hook, hold like that, and then go ahead and tie off. Just like so. Of course, if you didn't change stitches, you won't need to do that. And then you can just go in between the stitches there and pull through. Now, we're going to be doing a chain 3. So if you didn't change colors, you can go ahead and do this chain 3. This is for everybody. And then do 2 double crochet inside that same stitch. So 1 and 2. So right now what we're getting to is we're getting to the actual granny square part of the granny square. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches. With this you want to be careful because sometimes the stitches will hide under your cluster of 3. In my case it's not, but in the first case that I had over here it was being hidden and I would have messed up. So make sure you are careful and looking at the stitches that you have to make sure you're not missing any. So we're going to skip 2 and 3 double crochet in the 3rd stitch here. So skip this one, go straight to this one, and do 3 double crochet. At first, because we're crocheting a circle into a square, this is going to look a little bit wonky, like it does right now. But I promise it'll be fixed in the end and it won't look so weird. Now what we're going to do is skip 2 stitches again, so 1 and 2, and work 3 double crochet in the 3rd stitch, because we've just skipped 2. 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet. If you're familiar with the granny square pattern, you'll realize what we're making here is a corner to start making our granny circle into a granny square. So that's our first corner. Now, pretty much this is the pattern that we're going to follow. So, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So, see, almost missed that one. 1 and 2. And go right here, do our 3 double crochet, skip 2 more stitches, in the 3rd one do 3 double crochet, and if you look down here, I have 1 and then I have my corner. So I'm going to do 1 and then my corner. So I want to do chain 2, go back into the same stitch, and do 3 more double crochet. Then we're going to mirror this on the other side. So skip 2, 3 double crochet. Notice I'm also not chaining in between these rows here. The only ones I'm chaining on are the corner. I don't know how it would look if you would chain. I didn't personally try it myself. So this isn't exactly the way that I would personally do a granny square. But when you get to the 2nd row, then you can do your chain 2 or 3 or whichever you prefer. But right now we shouldn't be chaining in between each. Now I'm going to skip 2 more. In the 3rd one, do my 3 double crochet, my chain 2, and my 3 double crochet. And like I said, it's probably going to look a little bit wonky when you're doing it, but as soon as you get that 1st row and the 2nd row in, if you did it correctly, it should look just fine. Alright, so we've done our 4 corners right now. Now we're just going to skip 2 more, do our last cluster of 3 double crochet, And then we're going to do back in here, as you would for a normal granny square, back in here, do 3 more double crochet, chain 2, and then we're going to slip stitch in between those 2 stitches, the chain 3 and the double crochet. And there you have it. So you should have 4 corners and 1 cluster of 3 double crochet in between each. So now if you want, you can go ahead and tie off and crochet a second round, and it'll look like this. You can crochet as many rounds as you want. You can leave them as little squares, stitch them together, whatever. But that is it. That is the basics of how to crochet a pretty unconventional granny square. I had a lot of fun looking at these patterns and looking at the other ones that she had. They looked like crazy fun and they looked really, really good. I highly, highly recommend checking out the written pattern. I will not be posting the written pattern on my blog. I didn't think I needed to, considering somebody else had already posted it on their blog, and I prefer to put original content up on my blog and stuff that I have personally done. But I really did want to record a video of it to show you guys how to do it, and because I didn't find a video that she had done on it. And I wanted to make you guys aware of other people's crochet, because I think it's nice to shout people out and show their crochet projects, as well as my own. That's all I have for today. As I said, in the next video, it might not be the next video, but it will be in an upcoming video at least, I'll be showing you how to crochet a heart inside of a granny square. This one I think is really, really awesome. I've never seen anything like it. When I saw it, I got so excited. I knew I had to try it, and I was not disappointed. This is awesome. And it's going to be great for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. And I have a bunch of Valentine's Day related crochet that I've already done, so this fits in with the theme. If you're interested in any other Valentine's Day crochet that I've done or granny squares that I've done, go ahead and sign up for my beginner crochet course that I have, because I will be soon launching a second course that is going to be all about granny squares. I have it in the works right now. It's not out yet, but if you sign up for my email list, you will be the first to be notified when the course comes out, and I give you a link to sign up so that when I do launch it, that you will instantly get the first post on my granny square crochet course that I have started. Any other granny square crochet related or Valentine's Day stuff that I've done, I did this granny square here with the heart. I love this pattern. I think it's super cute and it's a nice fun twist on granny square. So go ahead and check this video out. I've also done the traditional normal granny square video, so go ahead and check that out as well. Other than that, check out my blog for any other patterns that I've done. Subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think about these patterns here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.